All right, OzoneTCG back here again. Just got back from a case tournament, and we're here with
Nicholas.
And what'd you play and what'd you place?
I played Cyberse Eldlich, Brave, and we split the final, so first, second, whatever you want to call it.
Cool, let's get into the deck profile.
So I played 3 Gadget and a Dotscaper. I played 3 Silent Mining also. I just wanted to have like 7 normal summons because seeing this basically determines if you're gonna like. Opening this card lets you just win the game way easier because it's a 1-card combo. So I just really want to see it. And then I play 3 of this. Shout out to Peter for letting me borrow his whole core. Yeah. I didn't really draw this card as much as I wanted to, but every time I did, the card's insane. There's nothing really bad to say. This engine's cracked. It lets you do everything. And yeah. And I played 2 Golden Lord. This card's a brick, but it's really good going second. And with the Brave engine, it's less bad because it lets you still set up Verte, which is enough. And I played 3 Ash and 1 Veiler for my. I guess so we can count Lancia in here. I played this for my Dagda as a second target, and I played this mainly for Hulk. And yeah, I just want another hand trap. So yeah, Ash, all these were pretty good. This will actually help me against Sky Striker, my first Sky Striker, because he tried a Shark Cannon, and the same turn he was going to actually also Basher and Celestial. Oh, I guess Celestial, and it stopped him, and it let me win. And then I played the Scythe. This card's insane. I'm glad it's still legal. Played the bricks. Truthfully, I didn't draw these much, and when I did, I usually put it back. And then I played the Griffin. I drew this a lot. I guess it's a little bit better than the Destiny Heroes, but yeah, the card is kind of a brick. And then I played 3 Eldland. I guess I have to explain it. It's just this card's insane, especially with Fusion Destiny. It makes your it's a 1-card Eldlich engine off of like nothing. And going second, it lets you just break boards because Golden Lord just outs like the whole Source Soul board. Next, I play 3 Silent Mining. I just always want to. There's a lot of free discards. You have all the Eldlich traps. You have Golden Lord. You have Enchantress. Whatever you search off Eldland. So you basically have a whole deck can be discarded. I sided out a lot because I just really wanted the side cards to make sure I at least had a chance. I played 3 Fusion Destiny. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't play 3 of this. The card's kind of cracked. 3 right. Yeah, the card's also cracked. It's just Enchantress, but a spell. Whoops.
For people who don't know, what does it do?
It summons a token and then activates this from your deck. So you get this and a token, and then this has when a monster summon, you get to add this a put spell. And this other effect is, if you know what like Virtual World Qilong does, it's basically just that. So you can add a card, add a monster, and then discard a card. And so a lot of times you can activate this, get a token, normal summon on one of your Cyberse, and then you get this to discard for free, so you didn't even neg. And this just when this is a clip spell, and it says when it's sent to graveyard, you can clip to a Brave token, and then it says while it's clipped to a non-effect monster, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and just return to the hands like the Shuda. Yeah, I drew this a lot, but I mean, I guess this is better than drawing that, so it is what it is. I also played 3 Sanguine, 2 Conch, 2 Aquero. This is the worst part of the deck. These cards are terrible. I hate drawing multiples, so I just try to eliminate them as much as possible. Yeah, there's nothing really else to say. Didn't really miss any of them because the games didn't last that long. And even when they did, you could just hold your resources correctly. And I played 3 Imperm. This did help me beat Leroy's Tri Brigade because he did his folding up board and I went Nibiru Imperm. So that's cool.
The combo.
And then I played the Link Disciple. Yeah, you kind of need this for the engine. For people who don't know, mandatory on summon effect. You can't summon Link 3 or higher, so you can trigger Dagda with this. And when it's co-linked and tributed, you summon 2 tokens. And yeah, this says tribute, whatever it points to Farragut, a card. Basically draw and put something back. Wing Grebo, didn't really use this much, but it comes up against all the trap decks. Artemis, this card comes up with Enchantress. Sometimes the hands you just need an extra monster, so this gives you a free monster basically. Link Spider, yeah. Some of the links require effect monsters.
6 Link 1s.
Yeah, I'm basically just playing Link 1 control, kind of. And that's actually just really these 2. I summoned these basically almost every game. Basically these 2 for sure, and then yeah, this is how you would kill your opponent. Either like both of these ways are like different ways to get to Celine. And yeah, and this card's insane because it can also search Gadget and it can search you Effect Veiler. So yeah, and everyone's playing Lancia and Ogre, so it's just free monsters. And I played Phoenix, didn't summon it, but you know, against all the I didn't play against any back row decks for real, so That's the reason. Unicorn, I summoned this once, didn't even really need to, but it does come up. Celine, I summoned this to kill people. Axco is to kill people, and then, yeah, the DP, because it's what my whole deck's actually based around, because it's the most unfair card in the game.
All right, now for the side deck.
The side deck. I played 3 Nibiru.
On the side.
On the side, I think it's really bad when you don't have hand traps to back it up. Like, what other people believe is, like, it's enough, but, like, in my deck, I just don't... Nibiru usually isn't ever enough, and especially with, like, we're still playing in the old format, so it's just a little bit different. And, yeah, maybe now that, like, Bird isn't playing F-Zero, maybe I'll play this. And it's just really hard to find room in my main deck, because I'm playing 42, and I don't even want to be playing 42, but it is what it is. This card didn't play against any Sword Soul, but, you know, I was ready.
Wins the matchup.
It beats the other, what was it called, Brave players, but I didn't play any, so. I draw this card. Didn't draw it, but I wish this was DD Crow for Sky Striker. I thought about it before the tournament, because I played against 2 of those, and I ended up drawing one and losing the other. Those are my only, like, things that weren't wins, I guess. Yeah, this card in theory was, like, cool, because it should be beating decks, but didn't draw it. And I played 2 Lancia since I main one. Yeah, this card's kind of cracked too. The second effect failure, it's kind of weird, but I just wanted to, sometimes it's just better to have monster negates in against decks. And D-Barrier, didn't slide this in once, so. But it should win me games if I do put it in and draw it.
Would change?
Maybe I definitely cut Droll, especially with the new format coming. Outside of that, everything was pretty smooth, I guess. Maybe I'll theory more about like ways to cut this down, because I really want to play like 40. But yeah, that's it. I think that's everything. I think it was. I mean, it was pretty smooth. I did draw a lot of hands with Griffin, so maybe I just got really unlucky. But I mean, I still got.
Yeah. Before we end the video, do you want to have anyone get a shout out?
Oh yeah, shout out E. You know, hopefully you're doing well. Shout out to OzoneTCG and shout out to 757.
All right, thank you for the deck profile, Nick.